the Giants, the sleeping Giants of the playoff race. I thought this was very interesting. The producer of this show, Christina, was like, I want to throw some Giant stuff in there. I said, okay. A lot of aura coming out of New York, but it's not necessarily Russell Wilson. But we're starting today with the Chiefs. News today, Richie Wright will be suspended for the first 6 games of the season. He'll miss the Super Bowl rematch. That game against the Eagles has lit a fire under the Chiefs, according to Xavier Worthy, who did catch a sweet touchdown while a sopping wet Sirianni looked on. Here's Xavier.
Things didn't end how we wanted to last year, and I feel like guys like Chris said it well in the locker room. Like, how are you going to get better? How are you going to adapt and thrive off the situation? Are you going to come back better? Or are you going to come back still soggy and mad that you lost? So I feel like a lot of guys in the offseason came back with a chip on their shoulder, more conditioned, ready to work.
Also a scene in The Kingdom. Great documentary on the Chiefs.
Great documentary.
Seen it.
Yeah.
Danny, we're going to start with you. Is there any reason to doubt Kansas City's return to a 4th straight Super Bowl? I would usually start with Nick. I hate to say it, I knew the answer from you.
Of course there's reason to doubt it.
Oh, my God.
In fact...
Did you say thank you?
Well,
I thought you were a Chiefs guy.
No, because he picked the Chiefs. I tried to get him all day yesterday to pick the Chargers.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, don't apologize. Of course there's reason to doubt it. In fact, we're picking the Super Bowl on Friday's show of predictions.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Prediction week.
I won't say who, but we'll preview. I will not be picking the Chiefs.
Wow.
That's right. I'll give that away right now.
I like that.
Wow.
Little teaser.
0 for 1. Just predictions week. We'll start off with a whiff.
So, but it has nothing to do with the Chiefs or Richie Wright. Like, we've seen that they can overcome their own issues. Like, they won a Super Bowl when they led the league in drops. They were in a Super Bowl and won 15 games when they had 4 different guys play left tackle last year. Like, so it's not necessarily a Chiefs thing. It is respect for Burrow and Herbert, but certainly Lamar and Allen, because if Mahomes is the Brady of this era, I think Josh Allen's going to get 1 at some point. I think Joe Burrow's going to get 1 at some point. I think Lamar is going to get 1 at some point. So this question is like the Chiefs or the field. And I think the field in the AFC is the way to go.
How's the field been doing lately? I don't know. I mean, the Chiefs versus the field always sounds like, well, yeah, the field.
But
then the field. Then they play a game on that field, and they're dropping confetti on the Chiefs.
But I also know that you believe that Josh Allen one day will win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, I do think. But not today. Today is not the day.
Well, you'll never be the guy to pick it. But like at some point, you think it's going to happen.
But I think it will be when the Chiefs are in the midst of a downturn instead of better than they were last year. I think maybe it will be once Travis Kelce is gone instead of reinvigorated and freshly engaged with someone to impress. I think it maybe would be if and when Andy Reid steps away and Patrick has to deal with a new coach for the first time.
You think it's going to take that long for someone else in the AFC to win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. I know that Patrick's been the starter for 7 years. They have been in the AFC Championship game all 7. They have never lost an AFC playoff game in regulation. They have been to 5 Super Bowls. They have been to 3 straight. And so I think that I look at it differently. Why would this year be the year? Why is this the year someone's going to break through? What has changed from this year to last year other than the Chiefs shored up there? Because I think you agree with him, Brew, for a similar reason, which is at some point one of these guys is going to get through.
Look, I do think the Chiefs are better on paper this year than they were last year. Now,
last year they struggled at 15-1.
Right, but you would agree they're better on paper than they were last year. But here's the thing. They are trying to become – only one team ever has gotten to 4 straight Super Bowls. And no team that won a Super Bowl ever or in that stretch of 4 or 3 got back. You know what I mean? So once again, just like last year, they're trying to do something that's never been done. And last year they failed to do what's never been done. And this year, I think that's a reason. Like, it's never happened. So that's one reason. I agree. The